How did you actually tell your parents?
I think I kind of was beating around the bush saying, you know, that I've changed recently and I don't know if you've noticed that I've done this and that, and I think they were kind of like, oh, just spit it out.
Do you think they thought you were going to say you were gay or something?
Exactly. God, you're not Muslim. We thought you were going to say you were Muslim then. Actually, I am.
What is it that makes a woman, with all the freedom and opportunities of modern Britain, choose to become a Muslim? It's a few weeks before September the 11th, and like most people, I know very little about Islam. I'm finding that women are reluctant to talk openly about their conversion, but then a friend puts me in touch with Caroline.
No, you're all right, come in.
She's nervous, but eventually agrees to be filmed in the privacy of her home.
Were you searching for some kind of meaning?
I think, yeah, but then I think if any human being doesn't ever question why they're here, then I think there's something wrong in that. And even though one part of me was saying it might upset people if I did this, I mean, I got to the stage in the January 3 years ago where I thought I have to follow this. This is the right way. I like to identify myself as a Muslim. I do feel disappointed with myself if I do go out, you know, like this, but I do think I really should be covering my head.
So why don't you wear a scarf?
I guess it is just worrying about people's reactions, and I know that that is an excuse. It's not a reason, it is an excuse. I'm worried, I think, if I'm going to work with this headscarf on, people will treat me differently, people will think I'm strange, people will think I'm foreign. I wish I did have the strength to do it, and I'm hoping that in the next few months I will do.
In the next few months?
I hope so. But then I did say, oh, when I start work, I'm going to put the headscarf on, it's not going to come off. And then I bottled out.
Can we see what you look like with your headscarf on?
If you like.
Can we?
Yeah.
So can you, like, use anything, or are there specific hijab things?
Someone I know said that you can tell where someone comes from according to what their scarf's like, but... So I don't know where people think I come from. Look in the mirror because I get it wonky. Like that. Make sure, like, that's covered there. I feel in a way like I'm leading a double life because people don't know I'm Muslim. I know it sounds terribly exciting. It's not that exciting, but it does feel a bit deceptive because I believe what I'm following is the truth, so I want to be honest about it, but then that's my weakness.
You look like a Muslim now.
I am.
I'm surprised how a simple headscarf can so radically transform somebody. And I suppose it's just this sort of reaction that's making it so difficult for Caroline and the others to be more public about their conversion. I leave Caroline and go in search of other converts. But then, everything changes.
I'm Wendy Middleton with a news flash on Hallam FM. 2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center towers in New York. At least one of the planes had been hijacked. It's thought hundreds of people may have been killed in the explosions which took place.
News all over the world is now dominated by terrorism and Islam. And with a lot of people thinking they're the same thing, white Muslims in the UK are not rushing to be in the film. I head off to Sheffield, apparently the convert capital of Britain, where I meet a coach driver called Amina.
OK, I'll go and get me a checklist and we'll go and find our bus and I'll check it over.
Amina converted as a teenager and later married a Sheffield Yemeni. Now she acts as a kind of big sister to other white girls interested in Islam.
Do you know quite a lot of women who are converting?
Since I became Muslim like 10 years ago, there's been so many, maybe 50 or so that I know of personally. Morning. This is Bryn, my co-driver for the day.
Kind of unusual job for a Muslim woman.
It certainly is, yeah. I think I'm the only one.
Hold that.
Bit more out, please. Cheers.
There's such a taboo, isn't there, about Muslim women? We are considered as being such poor creatures who are so oppressed and not allowed to go out of the house. We have to walk 25 paces behind our husband. I walk in front of mine.
Right, are we ready?
Islam is allowing me to drive a 12-ton coach down the motorway. Even a lot of English men wouldn't want their wives to do the job that I'm doing. Oh, it's got a good lock on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, they're not bad, these.
Fantastic. Well impressed.
I leave Amina to drive down the M1. She says she'll help me find other white Muslims to talk to. I hope she has more luck than me. 3 women have dropped out of the film so far. It's not just September the 11th. There are problems closer to home.
Hi, it's Amina, you all right? Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I've lost my voice at the moment. You have to what? I didn't think you would. Why don't I? Oh, right. So you're not going to then? OK, then. It doesn't matter. It's all right, it doesn't matter. What reasons has he given for not wanting you to do it? Does his family not know about you? Oh, that's probably why, then. He probably doesn't want to advertise the fact that he's committing haram on national television, does he? Anyway, love it don't matter. Don't worry about it. I'll speak to you soon, yeah? OK, bye. Boyfriend don't want us to do it. His family don't know about her, so don't think they'd be dead impressed. See, this is the thing we're going to come up against so much. She asked him like, if it was because of all the trouble that's gone off, you know, with this bombing and everything. He said no. So it's obvious that the only other reason is that he doesn't want his family to find out that he's seeing somebody openly. There's nobody else I can think of. Ahmed! Is there anyone who you can think of? Any of your mates who have got English girlfriends who are thinking about becoming Muslim?
Did you try it out?
I've tried everybody. Boyfriends seem to have a problem with it, don't they?
Muslim men that are seeing white girls.
Yeah, well, Muslim men see English girls, and Islamically it's not acceptable to have a relationship out of marriage unless you're considering somebody for marriage in a non-physical relationship way, which obviously those relationships aren't that type of relationship. So obviously they don't want their families to find out because it causes a lot of trouble.
Not all Muslim lads going out with white girls are so guarded. Amina's husband, Ahmed, puts me in touch with his friend, Hussein, whose girlfriend's thinking about converting.
Thank you, bye.
Who's that in your house?
Landlady.
Your girlfriend?
No, she's not in, my girlfriend. She's out. Seriously, she's the landlady.
Tell me a bit about your girlfriend.
You want to know about my girlfriend?
Why do you think it's important for her to become a Muslim?
All I sister, why do you think of becoming a Muslim? And she said, no problem, but she just want to know more about it, or read about it. And so I got her some books from Amina, and she started read them. I just hope that one day when she'll come to me and says, yeah, I'm ready for it, but I'm not forcing her into it.
But in Islam, you're not supposed to be going out with any girl, are you?
True, it's forbidden to go with any girl. It doesn't have to be a white girl.
But you just live with that and do wrong.
I just live and do wrong.
It's pretty tough, though, for a kind of Muslim guy living in this country to abide by that rule, isn't it?
It is tough. That's what I'm saying. It's tough because when you go out, if you're driving or walking past and there's all half-naked female you see in town or mother hall and that, it's forbidden. You look because you can't help but look, do you get me? But at the same time, it's forbidden to look. And if you can't really help yourself, that's it. You're doing the wrong thing all the time. But majority do it.
The majority of Muslim lads?
Yeah, lads, yeah. The majority of Muslim lads do it. Some of them probably behind closed curtains, undercover, but they still do it.
Hussein's girlfriend, like the others, doesn't want to go on camera. But in the meantime, Amina's come up trumps. She arranges to meet up with Amy, a student from Wales who doesn't have a Muslim boyfriend.
Pleased to meet you. It's Amy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm Amina. So how long have you been Muslim? 4 weeks. Oh, right, new. Oh, that's
I know. Yeah, so it's all a bit sort of scary.
Everything's really new.
Yeah, it's like,
what do your family think about it?
they don't know yet. That's the next scary bit.
What are they like? What kind of background do you come from?
Where I live at home, no Muslims at all, nothing, just white people.
Yeah.
You know, the media gives them,
Yeah.
you know, viewpoint there.
That's the problem, isn't it?
It's horrible. I hate it.
So how do you think they're going to react?
I think they'll be all right. My mum's going to be better than my dad, I think. But my dad, I think he's going to be more concerned, like I'm being forced into it or something.
Yeah, mine was similar. They sort of like, oh, well, you're being oppressed.
Yeah.
Why would you give up your Western free lifestyle
Exactly.
for this?
And it's going to be really hard because I don't know whether to wear my scarf or not.